Hey Virgo, so thank you guys for the likes. This is going to be your bonus rating, so just go ahead and get into this. Remember, this is general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and show you the cards. We have the Fool, so could be dealing with an Aquarius. Some say that's also Aries. Crossing the Fool, we have the Four of Swords. The Fool is your situation, by the way. Your inner influence is the Three of Cups. Is that inner influence? That's not exactly how I want to say it. What's driving you, basically. The past is the Page of Cups. A lot of emotional energy here. Your goals, the Ace of Cups. The near future, we have the Emperor. Um, and this is like how you're approaching this, basically. We got the Two of Pentacles. Then your environmental influences, we have the Nine of Swords. Your hopes and fears, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. And in the outcome, we have the Four of Cups. So basically, what I'm seeing here is I kind of get the vibe that, you're wanting to start over. Like you get out of this relationship in the past. It's been a little immature. Maybe there's been a lot of false promises. Um, maybe you dealt with someone who just seemed inexperienced, or they just didn't really care, or they just said a lot of things and just didn't back it up, basically. And you're needing to rest from that, but you're wanting to start something new. There's a lot of emotional things here, and I feel like they're being ignored because you have this energy of wanting to like treat it as like a business. Like, well, that's done, on to the next thing. You know, it's almost like a transactional thing. Like, well, that transaction's done. On to the next. Like, we're done with this. We're moving on. Type of energy, and you're not giving yourself space to like rest after this episode. And it's like you do want to be um, in a good space where you're happy and celebrating, and you're with someone that um, you're very fulfilled with. That you really enjoy being around. That there's a lot of love, and in the near future, this Emperor, yes, the Emperor can be, structure, stability. It's a father figure, yes, but I'm kind of getting more of that negative, like tyrannical, dictator type of vibe from this. So either you or someone you're dealing with may be very demanding, and this may be you because of this energy that you're in. Like, you're not giving yourself space to rest, but you're like, move forward, move forward, move forward. This may be one of those like really trying to demand. I don't know if I said all the signs: Aquarius, Aries, and water signs in general here. Anyway, you're like really trying to demand answers. You're trying to demand respect. You're trying to demand control over a situation, basically. Trying to feel safe, maybe because of this past situation. Or that could be someone that you're dealing with. This could just be something to be aware of. Because in your approach, I do see you trying to balance here, and I feel like just intuitively, I feel like that's a balance between relationship life and like personal life, because maybe you gave too much to a relationship in the past, and that could be part of that immature energy. Environmental influences with that Nine of Swords, keeping you up at night, giving you a lot of anxiety. I feel like you have people talking down to you, maybe being like, oh, you're never going to get married. Like, that type of energy. Like, just being like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why can't you find somebody? Why don't they stay? Like, you really have it for this to be in your environmental space. There's people who are really feeding you negative thoughts, because this is what's in your head, and if it's in your environment, then they are feeding those thoughts to you. They are like feeding your anxiety. Like, it's just like reaffirming your worst thoughts, your insecurities. And I'm just like, you may want to get away from this. Um, but hopes and fears, you're hoping that you'll find a situation that you're happy to put in the effort and put in the work But the fears is you're always going to be walking away. You're always going to be walking away and you're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to be happy. You're never going to find that passion that you're looking for. So the outcome, even though you're searching, I think you're going to be rejecting for a little while with this Four of Cups being the outcome. I don't think you're going to be accepting like any offers right now. And maybe that's part of that Emperor. Maybe you've raised your standards to a point of like denying everybody access to you. And I think having standards is a good thing. So I don't know. I may draw advice, but it almost has like it has the vibe of you may be rejecting people that may be good for you because of the standards that you think you need to set. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want to tell you not to have standards and just to be walked all over, or not to have boundaries, because, you know, boundaries are good. They are. But it's almost like you have too many walls up. Like, that's how that feels. And I think it all stems from you not letting yourself rest. And you think you're good and you're wanting to get back out there, basically. But I'm going to go ahead and draw some advice. So let me get a few more cards. So I don't know what it is about these three. The Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. But what I'm hearing for you is there's many paths to fulfillment. There's many paths of success. There's not just one. So don't try to walk someone else's path. I don't know if you've tried to go along on someone else's journey too many times, if you have an attitude of like, as long as you're happy, or if like this external factor is playing a big part, like you're never going to live up to their expectations. Maybe this is like a mother or a father figure that is just like really coming down on you for not being married yet. I don't know why I keep getting that vibe, but maybe you have parents that are like, when are you going to give me kids, grandkids? When are you going to get married? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, you have that type of pressure. I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe that, and that may not be for everyone, but it kind of feels like it's there. And it's like, you don't have to walk their path. You don't have to walk their path. What path of success, what path of fulfillment fulfills you? Because who gives a fuck if it fulfills them or not if you're miserable? Just being honest, right? Could be dealing with a Cancer, don't have to be. But I believe that is your reading. So again, thank you guys for your likes. I appreciate it. And hopefully you enjoyed your bonus reading.